What if I told you that some of the greatest wars in history were won using the most ridiculous and insane tactics ever? Yeah, like convincing your enemies to drag you into their own city inside a piece of furniture, or using fake armies made out of balloons to fool Hitler himself. These aren't just myths. These are real war strategies that changed history forever. And trust me, the last one is so unbelievable, you'll question everything you know about war. Let's start with ones you've probably heard of, but never really thought about. Okay, imagine this. You're the Trojans. You just won a 10-year war against the Greeks. They're gone. Their ships have sailed, and in front of your city gates is a giant wooden horse. Now, any normal person would be like, let's not bring this inside. But nah, the Trojans were like, bro, this is such a flex. Let's roll it in. Surprise! Turns out there were Greek soldiers hiding inside. At night, they snuck out, opened the gates, and boom! Troy was completely destroyed. Moral of the story, if your enemy randomly gives you free furniture, burn it. Alright, so World War II was basically the biggest mind game in history, and the Allies? They were the ultimate pranksters. Meet the Ghost Army. No, not actual ghosts. That would be too easy. Instead, they used inflatable tanks, fake radio chatter, and Hollywood-level sound effects to make the Germans believe there was a whole army. That didn't actually exist. They even blasted recorded tank noises through huge speakers to make it sound like thousands of troops were preparing for battle. Imagine being a German soldier and reporting, "Sir, they have 1,000 tanks." And your general goes, "Are you sure?" Yeah, embarrassing. But guess what? This tactic completely worked. The Germans fell for it and repositioned their actual army based on these balloons. And that helped the Allies win the war. Alright, this next one is straight out of a horror movie. You're a Russian soldier in World War II. You're outnumbered, no ammo, no backup. What do? You play dead. Yeah, Russian soldiers would literally cover themselves in blood, lie down among their fallen comrades and wait for the enemy to get close enough, before suddenly jumping up and attacking. Imagine being a Nazi, thinking you just won, and suddenly, boom, zombie mode activated. Pretty sure some of those guys needed new pants after that. Okay, this next one is for all the pyromaniacs out there. Back in the day, navies came up with a brilliantly stupid idea. Hey, what if we just set our own ships on fire and sent them straight at the enemy? And somehow it actually worked. Pirates, the Chinese, and even the British used this tactic to burn down entire enemy fleets before a single fight even started. Basically, a real-life version of kamikaze mode. Okay, I promise you're not ready for this one. The Romans had a serious problem. War elephants. These things were like medieval tanks, stomping over soldiers like ants. So what did they do? They set pigs on fire and sent them running straight at the elephants. And guess what? It worked. Elephants are terrified of fire and loud noises, so they panicked and ran away, often trampling their own army. Imagine explaining to your commander that you lost because a bunch of screaming, flaming pigs ran at you. Alright, we've seen some crazy war tactics, but this one? It's straight up biological warfare. The Mongols, being the savages they were, didn't just use swords. Oh no. They launched plague-infected bodies over castle walls to spread disease inside enemy strongholds. That's right, literal human bio-bombs. And it worked. Entire cities fell, not from battle, but from sickness. And here's the scary part. Some historians believe this was one of the first cases of biological warfares in history. So which of these war tactics do you think was the craziest? Comment below and let me know. Oh, and if you want a part 2, trust me, there are even more insane war strategies I haven't told you about yet. So hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.